Hi everyone, I'm back on to take the paper mache off my skull. Fingers crossed it went okay. I think in the last video I only showed you doing me 2 layers, so I did go back on and put a 3rd layer on using that butcher paper. It just feels so nice, it feels so cool, and it's really dry. I've let it dry for 24 hours. So I'm hoping if I just remove the tape, better be careful, that, because I've got the cling wrap underneath it, that it'll come off okay. So fingers crossed for me. Right. Now it's going to be a bit tricky up under here because I've actually wrapped that around, so I'm not sure how that's going to go. If I get those pieces off there, maybe rip that off too. Okay, so trying to wobble that out. What's stopping me? I think it's under here. I might have to actually pull that out a bit. I just hope the glue hasn't stuck anywhere. I just hope that the plastic hasn't ripped anywhere underneath it. But I think it's just that chin there that's the bottom jaw, that jaw is just getting it stuck. Come on. I'll have to come a bit closer to me. Pull that out just a little bit. So that's not stuck there. Come on. I know you want to come off. Oh, yay, finally. Oh, that is so cool. Now, by rights I should be able to just pull this cling wrap off. And that's thick enough. Wow, that's damp in there. I wonder why that's damp. Maybe need to just let it sit for a bit longer and let the inside dry a bit. Just feels a bit tacky. Now, whoops, don't rip that too much. It's coming, yay! So that's all the cling wrap that I had wrapped around that. Oh, that looks so cool. It is going to be a little bit too... could make it into a mask. I'm just going to let that just air out today. It just feels a little bit tacky on the inside. Okay, and that's it. Well, that was cool. So it does need to be cut round. I think it actually could be cut in a little bit more too, because my next step, I'll just put that out of the road, say thank you Scully. So the next step is I have got a canvas here, which is, I don't even know the size of this. I'll just have a quick look. So this is about 11.5 inches by, so that's 12 by about 15.5. So that's the size of my canvas, and this is going to be put on the centre of my canvas. So what I need to do is grab my scissors, and they're all out in the lounge room. I'll be back. Okay, so what I have to do now is cut it down. And I might start on this side here. I'm going to follow that line first. So I'll start over this side. Wow, okay, that's hard to cut too. Get all those bits off there. Okay, so let me see that. Alright, well that's still out a little bit too much for me. So, I want to tidy up just in here too. I'll just grab my sharp little scissors and just tidy up down in here. It is rather firm, pardon me, so that's pretty cool. It's very hard to cut there. Okay, I'm not worrying about getting the canvas a bit dirty, so let me have a look at that. That's still out a little bit too far. But what I might do, instead of going around and cutting it down more, I'm going to actually cut just some slits in it and bend it up, and hopefully that might work. So I'm going to go in about 1 inch around the skull. It's very, 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 very firm, nice and hard. Right, how far down did I go there? Okay, and I'm going to bend these up like that. That one. Oh. Oops, nearly ripped that one off. Be careful, Wendy. Okay, so that will be pushed down onto there. which is, it's still got some dimension to it, so that's pretty cool. And I might just trim up down on his jawline here, just to bring that down a bit closer to the canvas. Yep, much better. So there's that one, and this side. Oh gosh, that is hard. Wow. Okay, so I'm getting there, aren't I? Oh, that's much better. Much better. Okay, get rid of my scraps and put them in the bin. Okay. So just work these a little bit. Bring it down about there. Okay, so that's going to look pretty cool. I still have to cut just a little bit off this side here so it matches up with that one. So there's just a little bit more needs to be taken off here. Okay, that might be okay. That does look okay. That looks pretty cool. Okay, so you're not going to actually see these little slip cuts by the time I'm finished. Just work that in a bit more. But that, maybe just another slither of that one there. Yeah. Another bit up here. Might use the smaller ones. It's just still a little bit too big on that side. Okay. Oh, that looks so cool. Oh, no, sit down like that. Oh, that's going to look awesome, I think. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I'm not going to, just come out a bit. I'm not going to glue him down yet. I'm going to just put a layer of black gesso on here so that when he is down, you'll just see the black in up underneath his chin, because his chin comes, his jaw comes off the page quite a bit. Okay, so that's what I'm up to now. Some black gesso. Yep, still got some black gesso there. And I'll get a brush. Here we go, let's try one of these. I haven't tried these brushes yet. Let's see what they're like. Okay, and some, maybe water it a bit. Alright, let me just have a look at that. Just bring it out a little bit more. Let me have a look. And just a bit out on this side, I think. Just adding a bit of water on my brush just to make this black gesso spread a bit easier. Okay, that looks pretty good. So let this dry. And that's going to go right on there. Okay, so as I said before, by the time I'm finished, you're not going to notice that there's those little flaps cut around there and how it's stuck on, because I'm going to put something else over there. But that looks pretty good. And I've got it down enough so that if you see up under there, you can't see the white of the canvas. But now I'm thinking I need to just give the inside of this a coat with the black gesso too. So I'll just move my canvas over there and let that dry, and just give the insides of this a coat with the, just going to grab my other brush. Just by giving this a coat on the inside, it just finishes it off, so that if anybody does look up underneath the jawline gap, they're not going to, they're going to see it finished on the inside as well. I think it turned out pretty cool though. My first time making a mask with the paper mache, and I just used watered down PVA glue and paper. This black gesso has gone rather thick. I think you'll see those spots up there, but I'll still just do them because then I know that I've done them. Okie doke. So I'm going to let this have a dry now, and just see if I need to touch it up anywhere once it's dried, because sometimes you end up seeing little white spots where the paint hasn't gone into it. Okay, so far so good, I think. Okay, alright, so that's my canvas, the start of my canvas painted, and the inside of the skull painted. Okay, alright, I shall be back.